Allie Fincher. I'm here with Holiday World in Alvarado, Texas. Today we are sitting in a 2023 Keystone Passport 3401 QD. We're going to start by taking a walk around the outside, then move it on inside so you can check out the floor plan and see what you think. Getting started here with the very front. I actually had to put this off just a little bit because we got a nice little shower here. We needed that rain so badly. This front cap is full fiberglass here, and the whole RV comes with the power package. Now that power package in this price point is going to be one of the few you'll find here. The power package is going to be a power front tongue jack, power stabilizer jacks in the front and rear, a power awning, and power slide outs. So what we're looking at here is getting set up to go camping all at the push of a button and no manual labor, easy going. Starting here is going to be our 45 cubic foot front unobstructed pass-through storage. You can see all of our aluminum framing through there. I've mentioned this in my other videos. All of that is double welded. Thank you, Keystone. And up here, this is going to be the advanced versions of our magnetic latch. This little tab pushes up and allows that door to swing down. That is going to be a slam latch baggage door there. What's really nice about these is this key is not going to be the same key that everybody else in the RV park has. That key will be exclusive to your passport, and not anybody will have access to your private belongings under there. Now moving around here, you see our power awning. We've got our friction hinge door. On this model is very nice. The awning is completely covers the front here from door to door, and neither of these doors are obstructed by the arms of the awning. What I mean by that is you don't have to worry about what position this door is in to open the awning. You don't have to worry about it getting caught in the door. You've got MoRide solid steps on both of your doors here, not just one of them, but both of them. You have outdoor speakers and an outdoor area for a TV right here with your Key TV Connect, which is going to be exclusive to Keystone. What that offers is going to be an automatic booster, and more importantly, no splitters through our color-coded wiring through all of that routing. So you don't have to worry about having less of a signal or an obstructed signal there. Moving around here, you'll see we've got the power stabilizer jacks in the back that I mentioned, a rear ladder because you have a fully walkable roof. This is going to be a Passport GT, which is a Grand Touring series. Now, Passport has two different series. You have the SL, which is the super lights, and the GT, which is the Grand Touring. All of my Grand Touring do come prepped for a rear backup camera right there. That's ready to go, and they also include a rear bumper, which is where that spare tire is mounted. Our slide outs here are going to be cable driven slide outs. Now, what's really nice, cable driven has a ton of advantages, but what I really personally like about the cable driven is that you get an even pull from all four corners of the slide, allowing it to slide in and slide out evenly. Another really nice thing about the cable driven slides is if you run into an issue somewhere down the line and your slide is only out so far, what's really nice is it's not going to leak. Some of your other slide mechanisms, if the slide is not completely out or completely in and sealed, it is not a true seal and it will leak. These cable driven will not leak if the slide is only partially the way out. Your 50 amp supply is going to be here between these two slides on this particular model. Still coming around here, you can actually see one of the solar panels up top here. Now remember, this comes with a Solar Flex package that is going to be a solar panel mounted right on top there. That's by Future Solutions. We only use the best of the solar quality systems, not just to say that we have solar, but actually to provide you with a solar that is going to affect your camping trips in a positive manner, not cause you any trouble down the road. What's also nice about those Future Solutions solar panels is they work kind of like Christmas lights, where if one bulb goes out, or let's say one small panel up there breaks, maybe due to a hailstorm, it's not going to mess up your entire board. The rest of the panels will still function and still work off that solar panel. Up here in the front, as I mentioned, the power tongue jack, and then you've got your battery disconnect here, your 2 batteries, and this is the other side of your unobstructed pass-through. Let's latch that. You'll see that click down. There we go. So we know that's latched. Looking underneath here, there's your solar panel disconnect is going to be right there, your smart solar charge controller. And over here, this is going to be your 2 buttons for your automatic power stabilizer jacks. You just have to hold those buttons, no cranking required. Our key TV main signal, though, this blue cord that looks like it's loose is actually supposed to be like this. You are already prepped and wired for satellite, and if you do have a satellite connection up top, all you do is plug this into the satellite there, and it's ready to rock and roll and go. You've got your fresh and city water connections down here, and your outdoor shower with hot and cold, and your black tank flush. You can run all of your wiring, your hoses, and I guess your wiring too, but you can run all of your hoses through this, which comes down through the bottom here and allows you to actually close this door and not leave it open and exposed. Now let's move around here and take a look at the inside. One important feature that I forgot to mention here as I was by the battery disconnect is that this particular Passport and some of our other RVs will actually include 2 lithium batteries. Yes, you heard that right. You don't have to pay any extra. It's already included. While we normally include your standard lead acid batteries, you're getting 2 lithium batteries with this Passport here. All right, now let's take it back inside. Starting here with the door I just came in, which is going to be your main door. I want to show you that you first start off with a lot of cabinetry and storage. I believe there are over 30 cabinets within this unit here. And what I'm showing you is actually your built-in central vacuum, which is not something that you typically see in a lot of travel trailers, especially marked in this price point, but you do have your built-in vacuum system, so you do not have to worry about bringing a vacuum along. Now, moving over here to the bedroom you can see has 1 main big entry. You don't have that awkward entertainment center in the middle that you have to go around, but it has 1 big entry with 2 doors here, 2 sliding barn doors that come to the center. Now, what's nice about this mattress here, and this mattress area specifically, is this is a true queen mattress, not an RV mattress. So if you have a mattress that you'd prefer to use, or a specialty mattress, queen size, it is going to fit here, especially coming out of a regular sized house. Your queen mattress will fit here. I just want to reiterate that again and again. Now you've got a bunch of storage up above here and plenty of space down below with your 110 and USB plugs on both sides for anything you might need to hook up. Looking over here, you have your roll-up shades, just like that. And you have a TV mounting bracket with your connections up here at the top for the bedroom area. Now this unit will include 2 TVs, very impressive. When you see them, the only one it does not include is going to be here in the bedroom area, because not everybody likes to have a TV in here. All right, moving on to our kitchen area. We've been over this front area here. You have your solid surface countertop. This does pull up and extend your countertop area. There's a little bit of friction there because they want to make it pretty hard to open so that kiddos aren't constantly putting that up, and it latches in place. You have to have 2 hands to put this down, again, to try to prevent any fingers getting caught in there that aren't supposed to. You have a true oven here. Now this, I get a lot of questions about this. Why is it red? Is something wrong? The red is showing that the propane is on. Now there's no propane in this unit. We have nothing to worry about, but notice how it turns blue when I turn that to off. I can also just turn these on and you don't have the oven light here. Turn that all the way off. You have your 3 burner cooktop. with your glass surface cover. Lots of countertop space here. And then you have a true farmhouse style all-in-one basin sink. Now this is going to be our first TV here. This one's a 32-inch. It isn't on an arm, so it can come out. But even with it not extended out, notice it is directly across from the seating. So you still don't have to turn any kind of awkward way or turn your neck to look at the TV. It is a direct shot so that you can see the TV comfortably. You've got your microwave there and your first 15,000 BTU AC vent. Now, I'd like to show you a little bit about these blade system vents. Let me pull one out and I'm gonna go over it with you. Okay, so I pulled this straight from the ceiling mount. It just clips right in. Now this is called our blade system. So it slips into the roof cavity or the ceiling cavity just like this. Notice this blade here. What this does is this allows you to rotate it while it's in the ceiling cavity there, and that blade turns and shifts. The direction of the air pressure is going to control whether or not there's getting more or less airflow, air pressure pushed down through this vent. Now the airflow, notice these are not directional vents like you'd see in some RVs, but they actually come out all the way around in a 360-degree radius. There's a couple advantage points for that. So instead of coming down directional and you're kind of cold and hot spots, you get a lot more even cooling. So when you think about it, it's really common sense. Hot air rises, cold air falls. So this comes out and actually stabilizes and cools your hot air, allowing that even circulation as it cools, allowing that hot air back to rise again and getting cool. So this allows for a lot more even cooling, as I mentioned before, and you can still control where you're getting more or less airflow through what vents, depending on how you have this turned. Now a little trick of the trade here without pulling it out to know where it is. Where you see blade is going to be where this blade is. It's always going to be like that, so you know exactly where it is you're turning in there. Now up in our ducts as well, I don't have something to demonstrate for you, but we have what's patented and called a tough lock coupler, and it goes within the two ducted vents. So within the two ducts, usually they come together like in a true residential house, and they're duct taped. Well, what we do with the tough lock coupler is that actually slips in between the two ducts there, and then it gets taped. That allows it to not have any slippage, because what happens a lot of times, you're traveling down the road, you hit little bumps, little movements, you turn, things happen, and those tend to slide or collapse. They do a number of things, and any of that causes any kind of little air discrepancy in there, and you start losing airflow into your roof cavity. That's why you get into some of these RVs that are a couple of years old and they don't cool like they used to. There's nothing wrong with the AC in those cases, but you're losing that airflow into your roof cavity. So with that tough lock coupler, and I'll flash a picture up here on the screen, it actually prevents it from moving and shifting. There's no collapsing, there's no shifting, and allowing that airflow to come out and escape in your roof cavity, allowing 100% of that airflow to come down here into your main cabin. So that tough lock coupler, combined with our blade system, combined with a couple other technologies that are up there within the attic and within the vents, you actually get about 22% more effective cooling. And that can be said for a lot here in our Texas heat. Unlike today's when it's kind of cooler, but it can say a lot and it can help out quite a bit. So we pretty much finished up here with our kitchen area. The only thing I really didn't demonstrate is these nice, sleek, new refrigerators. I really honestly love the look of them. They're very modern. They're very clean. That's what I love. There's no awkward plastic handles, nothing like that. It's a very good look for it. Let me pan over here to our living area. These chairs that I've been sitting in, they are recliner chairs, so both of these will recline. You've got cup holders, and then you've got a storage space for your remotes there. Up top, you have, of course, more of these roller shades. You can put them down, black everything out. All of these windows open. Everything you see here opens. Let's pan around. That one does, actually that one does open. So you have cross ventilation here if you'd like, if you're somewhere not in Texas, or if you're in Texas on a day like today. And you also have cross ventilation here in the bedroom. This is going to be your escape route in any kind of emergency. Is going to be this bedroom window here. Now, moving back over here, getting distracted a little bit, I apologize. You have your full U-shaped dinette. This allows for a lot more seating since this RV sleeps a lot more people and is made for a lot more people. You also can convert this into an additional bed. Looking under here, these drawers pull out. You don't have to crawl under there with accessing that extra storage you get. Both of those drawers will pull out. You can see they've got some good size to them. Just close those back, just like that. And you also have plugs and USBs underneath here. They stuck those USBs and those chargers everywhere that they possibly could, so you have plenty of charging power for any kind of electronics. Notice the fascia here does come up and has a really sleek two-tone color, but my point that I want to really get at is it does a great job of hiding any kind of gears that you would normally see for those cable slide outs, because up on top there, another advantage of that cable slide is that if you do need to manually pull that cable slide in, you do not have to do that outside like you would with other slides. You would do that right up top here on top of that fascia. Right here, you'll see our Wi-Fi prep. All of our Keystone units come prepped for Wi-Fi. All we got to do is pop on that router, very easy with our color-coded wiring, get you a SIM card and a data plan, and now you've got a mobile hotspot. Moving on back here, you've got your bathroom, which is where your other door is going to lead to. That way, if the kiddos are running in and out, it's a little bit muddy, they aren't tracking all that dirt and mud in and out just to use the bathroom. You've got one single door here. You can control that flow. And again, they aren't coming through here constantly. Lots of cabinet space in here. Shower is nice, sizable. You've got, of course, your roof here is going to be angled, allows you several more inches of room height. I believe it's about 8 more inches of room height. But in addition to that, you also get your skylight there, adding to that headroom in the shower. Now, these showers here pull out. This is going to be a lot nicer than just your typical shower curtain, likes to stick to you while you're in there. But what's really nice about these is they are completely mold and mildew resistant, mold and mildew proof. They are not going to mold and mildew. As they slide in and out, it cleans itself as a self-cleaning feature. You've got your medicine cabinet here, of course, your sink, and some good counter space. Now, coming around before I enter this back bedroom here, you've got some more pantry area, clothes area, however you want to use it. Right there, more plugs, and that's going to be your fuse and breaker box. So let me just kind of show you around here. I didn't show you open up the pantry there, but that's more pantry space like we just looked at, and you can see all the different cabinet space above there. So moving into this back bedroom here, this is what makes this floor plan so unique. Let's turn off this AC. I had it cooling off a little bit in here, getting a little bit of airflow for me. So like I mentioned, this is what makes this floor plan unique. Look at all of this storage here, and also this 50-inch TV that's included with it. This is absolutely unique. This is very nice. You've got all the clothes storage, all the drawers that you could ever want, all the sleeping space. Let's pan around here. Now, each of these top bunks are going to be rated for 300 pounds. We use the teddy bear plush here, so that way you've got a lot of comfort. These are going to be, I believe, the 4-inch, but they're very, very comfortable. You know your kids are going to be well rested and not be keeping you up all night here. You can see you've got plugs right back there, and going to be plugs and another light right back there that I don't have turned on. Nice ladders to climb up and down with, and then bunks underneath here as well. Again, each having those plugs in. Now in the kitchen, I'll go ahead and point it out when we get back in there, but also in here you have your marine grade carpeting so that it's not going to get stained. It's very, very easy to clean. Now, talking about our floors, if I continue with this, our floors are going to be made out of a hyperdeck flooring. This entire flooring that you see is one solid piece of flooring that's been cut to fit. It's not going to be your 4x8 pieces that cause soft spots and can promote the bubbling up that you see. But you have solid laminate on top and then your hyperdeck flooring underneath. What's really nice about the hyperdeck flooring, there's 4 different factors that make it wonderful. It's extremely lightweight, opposed to your wood flooring that takes off roughly about 150 pounds, which we could put into other areas, still keeping this trailer within a reasonable dry weight. It's also going to be 100% waterproof. So you don't have to worry about having those soft spots that we're always going to ask when you bring in a trade-in or when you go to sell or when you just go to enjoy your trailer and you have to worry about those. You don't have to worry about it on this one. It's backed by a 25-year warranty. And the way that hyperdeck is made is you've got the laminate on top, right? And then you've got a thin piece of wicking material, which is going to be like a black wicking material if you were ever to see a little cutout. And that is what's going to be the 100% water resistant. Then you've got the true hyperdeck, what's actually the hyperdeck flooring. It's 2 inches. Any less than that had too much give. 2 inches seemed to be the perfect amount of this hyperdeck. And then you have another layer of that moisture wicking, which is what's up underneath the enclosed underbelly. You wouldn't be able to see it if you were to climb under because that's, like I said, enclosed. But it's moisture wicking from the bottom because on days like this, when it's raining, where does all that water go? It goes down. And so with those wood floors, if it were to seep up under there or as you're driving, any kind of water penetrates under there, it's not going to get past that moisture wicking layer that I'm referring to. So I believe we've covered just about everything. Let's do a quick walkthrough. So I just want you to take a good look at this floor plan. Remember, this is a 2023 Keystone Passport GT, which is the Grand Touring I was talking about. And that is going to be the 3401 QD. D as in dog. I'm sure you saw it in there when I went to turn it off, but that's going to be an additional 15,000 BTU AC. So you've got plenty of airflow for the kids. Ducted AC in here with the 15,000 BTU. If you have any questions about this unit, questions about availability, pricing, or perhaps you're maybe interested in a different floor plan, a different Keystone model, please feel free to reach out to me. You can reach me at the contact information popping up on the screen right now. Any kind of questions you have, I'm more than happy to answer or see if this specific unit is in stock, and you can go straight through me to look at the terms and conditions of buying it. All right, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.